This Saturday, boxing returns to Tropicana Atlantic City showroom, and that's where this man will be back in action. One of the undefeateds competing this Saturday at Boardwalk Hall. Tropicana showroom in Atlanta. I was at Boardwalk Hall last weekend, so I'm still getting that out of my head here. It's a bad job by me. Bruce Seldon Jr., Absegami High School graduate, joins us here in the studio.
How you doing?
Bruce, welcome back. How's it going?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. So before we get into any particulars, it's not every day that you have not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 New Jersey undefeated fighters. Yeah. You know, the last time you and I talked, it was special that it's you and Justin, two really localized undefeated fighters.
Yeah.
But now it's New Jersey on the card. That's got to be another level of like pride going for you, right?
Man, it's a blessing. It is honestly, it's a dope feeling to have, you know, pretty much all the top boxers of the newest guys all on one card, you know, showcasing our skills. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope feeling. And honestly, it's even bigger than just that. It's just putting on for our areas and putting on a great show for the people. So, you know, just get excited about watching boxing again, you know? So, yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. You know, I wish there was a TV back there so, you know, I could watch some of these fights because, you know, I'm gonna be in my zones. I can't really see it, but yeah, man, I know we're gonna put on a great show for everybody in attendance.
So right now, for those who don't know, you are 4-0.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're accumulating the record. You're building.
Yes.
I made the comment before you came on because we were talking about in sports, you know, sometimes fans are impatient, right? About how fans, like, they kind of get to a point where they're like, you know, they want their team, they just hurry it up and be good, right?
Yeah.
Or hurry it up and make them happy. You know, people want instant gratification, right? You know, people want their macaroni and cheese in a minute or less, you know?
Right.
So for you, have you had to apply that same principle to yourself of patience in your development?
Of course, absolutely. Even being the fact that I'm kind of on the fast track right now, because you know my first fight was last June,
right?
And we already 4-0, about to be 5-0. So, you know, even though we are moving fast, you know, at the same time we are pacing ourselves, and you can't rush it too fast. You know, all that trying to blow up quick gonna get you retired. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we definitely. And this is, you know, the fighting game. So, you know, there's so much to learn. There's so much to practice and improve on. So, you know, you can't really skip those steps. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to take your time, learn what you're supposed to learn, and apply it, and then get used to applying it, and then move on from there.
You mentioned about how, you know, you are on a bit of a fast track. You know, not a literal fast track like we're trying to sprint you to the top immediately, but a more of a quicker pace than maybe some other people would, right?
Of course.
For you, it's been a short time.
Yeah.
Okay. What has been a lesson that has stood out to you the most that maybe before you got into this, you didn't realize, and now that you're in the middle of it, you're like, I get it now, or I see something I didn't see before?
You know, just you really have to fully, and I mean, this kind of goes with what I was saying, but when you're really in it, you have to fully dedicate your entire life to this. You know, you know, at one point I had a construction job, and even in the beginning, I had to let that go because it was interfering with this a little bit too much.
Right.
And you know, you really have to love this sport, love what you're doing. Especially like you said, we're not on a sprint to get to the top, but at the same time, I have a fight every other month. So as soon as we get done one, we're right back in camp for the next one. So, you know, you just gotta keep that ball rolling, and you really gotta love this because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. You know what I'm saying? I was telling you earlier in the gym today, it was like 91 degrees. We're in there dying. You know what I'm saying? But it's all for the purpose of getting better and improving and learning, and you know, just getting through the fire. So when it's fight night, everything's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Bruce Seldon Jr. joining us here on 97.3 ESPN 4-0. Of course, Absegami High School graduate back in action this Saturday, Tropicana showroom in Atlantic City, 7 p.m. is when the action starts. Of course, you want to get there a little early so you get your seat, you're comfortable, you're settled in for the whole fight card.
And hit me up for tickets. Bruce Seldon Jr. On Instagram. Bruce Seldon Jr. on Facebook. We have tickets for sale, $80 a pop. Hit me up. I got a few left, and come out support.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, I got to.
No, but that's what you're here for. You're here to promote.
Exactly.
And I'm glad you did that, because I think that is something a lot of people don't always understand.
Yeah.
In any business,
Mm-hmm.
because you are a business
Absolutely.
at this point. Okay, being a professional fighter, you are your business. You are your brand.
Absolutely.
And so, one of the things people understand is that people have this attitude of well, when are you off the clock? And you're like, I'm not really off the clock.
Never.
Because it's not just what you do in the gym, it's what you do with everything else, because it all adds up.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, because I think there's a lot of young people who want the success without the actual work.
Yeah, you got to put in the footwork. Whatever that may be, you know what I'm saying? Granted, luckily nowadays, we have social media, so that makes things a little easier. But, still, you got to get out the trunk sometimes too. You know what I'm saying?
Still, if I can jump in.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was watching an interview, and this is not exactly on topic, but you kind of opened a door, and it's my show, and I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
So I was watching, Anthony Mackie, right?
Yeah.
So I was watching him do an interview on The Pivot with Ryan Clark.
I was watching that the other day.
And the moment he starts listing all the actors who've fizzled out,
mm-hmm.
and it hit me, when he said it, he's like, these guys stopped working at a certain point.
Yeah.
He says they got to a level of fame and success, and they were like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And now no one sees them, no one talks about
no one
them.
Hears about them, man.
And he talked about the story of how Denzel Washington is still on Broadway acting.
Yeah.
And he says, Denzel keeps honing the craft and developing and growing and evolving. And he said, that's why Denzel's where he is.
Yeah.
And he named 7, 8 dudes.
Yeah.
And he's like, and all these dudes I used to know, can't find them anymore.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, all them guys.
Right, well, Omar Epps,
Omar Epps and all that.
I mean, it was a crazy list, because he just rattles them off.
Yeah.
And it was you could tell this idea was pent up in his mind, because he's still working.
Facts.
And a lot of these other guys aren't. So it kind of goes back to what you were saying is, it may sound ridiculous. I'm in a gym with no air conditioning right now, but you're developing the habit that's going to keep you working.
Facts.
When somebody else might not be.
Facts. And just getting used to being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that plays into so many different parts of life. Like today in the gym, very uncomfortable. But you know what? It's not that's more uncomfortable than, say, going door to door telling everybody, hey, I got a ticket for you, saying, come watch me fight. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely, taking all these things and utilizing them for sure. And like you said, we gotta really promote ourselves, because we're our own brand. We're our own brand, and no one else is going to support us like that. And no one else is going to support us if they don't see us supporting ourselves.
Right, because no one's going to do it for you.
No one's going to do it for you.
But everyone wants to be a part of the ride.
Exactly.
People want to be a part of when they see you progressing, but they don't always want to help you progress.
For sure. Definitely. And I'm seeing that, in a few aspects of my career at this point right now. And it's just giving me that hunger to just do it myself, because that's all I really need.
Hungry dogs run faster.
Yeah, exactly. So that was good.
I stole that from the Philadelphia Eagles, but still,
okay.
it still works.
Dope.
Before I let you go, Bruce Seldon Jr. again, undefeated, Absegami High School graduate, back in action, 4-0 to be 5-0 this Saturday, Tropicana Showroom in Atlantic City. Not giving anything away, okay, because we don't want to do that. But is there something that from fight 1 to now that you have said, I have gotten so much better at? Is there something about how you train?
Everything.
Everything's pretty broad, okay?
Everything. I would say my jab has gotten better. My wind has gotten better. My confidence. My confidence has gotten better. Just everything. Everything is just, even I remember 2 fights ago. The crowd just hearing that crowd, I'm starting to get used to that, and it's not affecting me as much as it was. So I just feel like as a whole, I'm getting more comfortable into what's going on, and I'm just feeling more confident in my abilities and the things I know I can do. At first I wasn't really shooting my jab as much, and now I feel like I'm shooting my jab a lot more. I'm not sure if you were at my last fight. We got. I wanted to knock dude's head off,
Right.
and I got winded pretty fast. And now I see myself putting in that same level of intensity in like sparring, and I'm good. I'm still good. So
Right.
my wind is for sure getting better. So I just feel like I'm just evolving altogether as a fighter.
Plug the socials again.
Bruce Seldon Jr. From both Instagram and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We got tickets once again, $80. And also look at my stablemate, my coach Julio Sanchez. His son Julio Sanchez III is fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Pro debut.
Crown Jewels Boxing is the Instagram and on Facebook. Hit us for tickets, man. We're coming to put on a good show for you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in here. Bruce Seldon Jr. joining me here in studio here on 97.3 ESPN. Now, unboxing related, before I let you go.
Yeah, let me hear it.
I got to ask you.
What's up?
All right? Because I'm having this conversation with somebody over the weekend, and I'm explaining to them about how team sports are different than individual sport,
right,
about how it's a mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a similarity, is that you just mentioned the confidence.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something that you could tell anybody just in general that like, hey, if you want to be successful, how do you get that confidence? Like, because I've always said it's repetition.
Yeah.
Right? It's the idea that Bruce Lee said, I don't fear the man who knows 1,000 strikes. I fear the man who practiced one strike 10,000 times. So like, when do you ever watch like other guys fight or other sports or anything and kind of look at them and be like, I see the confidence in that guy. I don't see the confidence in that guy.
Absolutely. All the time. I see just any sport. Let's just say basketball.
Sure.
Yeah. The confidence. It always blows my mind when I see someone catch the ball and shoot from half court. Like that has to be like you are very confident in your ability to really in front of all these people just throw it from half court. That's crazy to me. But you practice that. You keep repeating that same shot again and again and again and again until it doesn't matter who's watching. You know in your heart, in your mind, I'm going to sink this shot. So that's with everything, no matter what aspect of life you in. If you just keep doing it and don't listen to what people are saying and just focus on, I'm going to perfect this the best way that I know how to and the way I can.
Right, the way you can.
The way I can.
Because you can't be somebody else. You got to be the best of yourself.
Myself, you know what I'm saying? So, that's to me, that's all it is. You hit it right on the nail. It's just repetition. Keep doing it again and again and again and again until it's just like breathing. You know what I'm saying? Don't even think about it.
Because then once it gets to the point where you don't even think about it, guess what? You can learn something else.
Exactly.
Now you can add to the tools.
Exactly. You got to add to your arsenal. Definitely want to add to your arsenal. And and just keep building from there. And I feel like that's how you just grow in life, You don't just get good at one thing and then for the rest of your life you can just do that forever,
right.
You gotta keep improving, you gotta keep elevating your game.
That's why Ronda Rousey got retired.
Exactly.
All she had was the armbar and she never evolved.
And then you saw how she ended. She ended bad. Like that was bad.
Salute
to her, but I don't want to take a shot at her because everybody that gets in the ring.
Listen, I'm the bad guy. I can do that stuff, okay?
I got my respect for anyone that jumps in the ring, MMA or boxing. But you gotta keep building. You gotta keep doing.
Listen,
more.
I'm like Scarface. It's like I always tell the truth even when I lie. Okay? Let me be the bad guy. Bruce Seldon Jr. keep being the good guy. This Saturday, Tropicana, Atlantic City showroom. Of course, Bruce Seldon Jr. on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Hit him up, give him a follow. Because he's more than just a boxer. He's trading people too out there. So
yeah. And even that, you know what I'm saying? I'm still getting better with that. I feel like all the people that have been training with me, they are also seeing my elevation in that world too. You know what I'm saying? Because really, I'm taking everything that I'm learning in the gym while I'm getting trained from my coach, and then kind of applying that into my training. So the better I get as a boxer, the better I get as a trainer at the same time. So we're doing that. We're doing a lot, man. We're doing a lot. Now we're about to start getting into like the business aspect of it, as far as we're getting merch going, sponsorships and everything going. So we're definitely building this brand that we have.